Hello guys, how are you? I hope you are well. So one candidate asked me, sir, please make one video for APO. Okay. So this video based upon the APO overview I am giving. Okay. So APO basically is a planning tool. It is under the supply chain management. Suppose supply chain management is a tree, then APO and ECC means PP is a branch of this tree. Okay, APO and PP from ACC both comes under the SCM, supply chain management. So if somebody will ask what is the APO, so you can tell that sir, APO is a planning tool. It is comes under the supply chain management, and full form is advanced planner optimization. It is a planning tool. Okay, so why SAP introduced APO? Because it is an advanced planner optimization. It's as we can see in its name as well. Okay, there are certain limits in PP. They cannot do the scheduling, or they cannot do the planning in optimum level, in capacity level. So they introduced the SAP APO, and it will not under the it is not associated with the ACC. So that's why SAP has made this software is standalone. It's a separate software, and you have to take the license, you have to take the access for that. And after that, once you get this APO package, APO software, APO application, APO tool, then this APO, it is all same like ECC. It's a GUI, graphical user interface form, GUI, and you have to you have to link with this APO system to the your ECC systems. So one is a APO system and one is a ECC system, PP system. Okay, so you have to link these two system between the RFC. It is called the remote function call. Okay, RFC. And once this setup has been done, this is the technical setup. Okay, so this two is a logical system. One is a source system, second is a target system, and vice versa. So data will be transferred from ECC to APO to ECC, and ECC to APO, vice versa. Okay, outbound and inbound. Okay, just understand these things in initial level. Okay, now once this setup has been done, which system setup? Okay, APO and ECC setup is done through the RFC, remote function call. Next comes to the what are the master data required in APO for planning run. Okay, so basically in ECC ECC sorry, ECC we are creating the metal code, as you are aware about that. Okay, metal code we need the work center. Okay, we need the routing. Okay, and we need the production version, PV. Okay, these four things we have required: metal master, metal code for finished, semi-finished, okay, and raw material. Okay, then work center, then routing, then production version. Okay, these four things is required. This is the basic master data from ECC. All this master data same as it has to be replicated in APO system. Okay, understood? So here we are calling as a metal code in ECC. In APO we are calling as a product code. Remember. Okay, metal code we are calling in ECC. APO we are calling as the product code. Here work center, here is also work center. Routing, here is a routing, and here is a production version. Here we are calling as a PDS, product data structure. Product data structure we are calling in APO, and ECC we are calling a production version. So what is the production version? It is a combination of your BOM and routing. Okay, basically. Okay. Okay. There are certain transactions when you created all this master data in ECC system. Now next phase you have to transfer this data to the APO systems. So how we'll do? So there is a one functionality that is called the core function model. Okay, CFM1. Okay, through CFM1 and CFM2 you have to transfer this data from ECC to APO. So it will come in APO database. Okay, Once this data has been come from ECC to APO, you are generate the you are able to generate the planning. You are able to do the planning. Okay, and it is included the capacity planning also. So APO, why we are using? We are using APO for the optimum level planning, means up to the work center capacity level planning. System will check the work center capacity and accordingly it will give the plan. So plan order will be generated. Plan order to production order or process order will be converted into the APO itself. Okay. Then once the production order and process order create, it will be transferred to from APO to ECC. Okay, with scheduling. So all the production order, all the process order, where we can see in COIS and COIS PI if it is a process industry. So this is the brief overview about the APO. If somebody will ask what is the APO, you can say that, sir, APO is a advanced planner optimization. It is a planning tool which is giving the optimum level planning, which including the your lead time scheduling as well as the work center capacity. Okay, and APO is a standalone. We have to purchase this APO, we have to get the license, and after that we have to set up the interface between APO and ECC, so that data can be migrated from APO to ECC and come back from ECC to APO. Okay, outbound and inbound. Suppose there is a number of production orders created, so there is a one queue that is called the QRFC, where the production order has been lined up. Okay, so sometimes if server is down, more production order is there, 1000, 2000, 3000. If server is down, so it will be stuck up in your QRFC. So you have to go and check, that is called the QRFC monitor, how many production order has been created in APO and reached into this bridge, QRFC, and you have to pass the order to QRFC to the ECC system. Okay, so every time you have to monitor. It is an automation process. Obviously, once the production order will be created or process order will be created in APO system, it will be transferred automatically through this QRFC through APO to ECC. Okay, so this is the overview. Let me check if there is anything else I can include in this forum. Okay, nothing else. Okay, if anything questions, any questions, any query, any issues, you can comment also, I will reply. So this is a brief overview about the APO. APO system is a planning tool which we are using for the planning up to the optimum level, means lead time scheduling, as well as for the work center capacity in micro level. Okay, and we have to purchase this APO. It is not, we will not get along with the ACC. We will get the separate IP address. APO has separate IP address and ECC has separate the IP address. We'll get the user ID and password, and we'll do the transaction planning part and master data part. We have to do in APO. And when we create all the metal master, work center, routing and production version ECC, we have to migrate from ECC to APO system, so that after that we can run the planning. Without metal code we cannot run the planning. Okay, so once run the planning, we'll get the customer's requirement. If it is a MTO, so we'll get the customer requirement from the sales order. And once the sales order will be created, automatically data will come into the APO systems and your planning will be run. Then plan order will be created. It will convert into the production order or process order, and from ECC it will transfer to your ECC APO. It is transferred to the ECC system for your further PO release, availability check and confirmation you can do. Okay, I hope this video will be a little bit give the knowledge about APO. If you have any question, you can ask, feel free. Thanks so much, take care. And later on I will make some more videos, some more interview topics I will give you, how to face the interview, okay, what kind of question they will ask. Till now I have more and more I covered the discrete manufacturing. After this video I will start to cover the PPPI. So two things just keep in mind. In discrete manufacturing, 2-3 segment is very required. One is your MTS and MTO planning run and variant configuration. it is a must. You should be aware about the variant configuration in discrete manufacturing. And here PPPI, you should be aware about the PI sheet. I will let you know whatever I know. I will definitely share you my knowledge. PPPI PI sheet. You should aware about the how to create the PI sheet, and MQC, metal quantity calculation. When you are doing any project in pharma industry in SAP, then definitely they will ask the MQC, metal quantity calculation, and the how to generate the PI sheet. So next phase, I think after this video I will make one video for the variant configuration, full overview of the variant configuration, because right now we are using in my project variant configuration. And next PPPI will introduce all the PI scenarios, including the PI sheets and MQC, metal quantity calculation. Okay. So apart from that, any question you can ask, feel free, call me, mail me. Okay. Take care. Till now, I am just completing this video, and I will upload into the YouTube. Okay. Thanks so much. Please take care and keep in touch.